Good morning guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. I thought what I'd do today is just do a little share, a couple of things. I wanted to share some of my treasures. I know I did recently a journal collection called My Treasures Collection, where I had, it was 5 journals I think, of filled with things that I love. Treasures that I've been hoarding. So this one's mine, the other 4 were sold. So I thought I'd do a flip of seen and noted, but also just a little share of some of the books that that I've hoarded, some that I've got duplicates of that I can, because I just love them. They're absolutely beautiful books. So a couple of books that I use a lot are the Reader's Digests. Most journalers do, but as you can see, this one was 90p from my local charity shop, and it's absolutely filled to the brim with all sorts of beautiful, well, as it says, wildlife, plants and flowers. I don't know how old it is actually. How old is this one? So it goes back, oh right, it's 1987, 1981, printed in amendments 2004. So it goes, this isn't one of the older ones that I have, but it's got such a lot of lovely little bits and pieces in it that are a journaler's dream. Absolutely beautiful to pop in your journals, make little cards. So there's that one, and I've got a couple of older ones actually. Got a couple of older ones. That's this one. Nature Lover's Diary. And there's another one that I will try and find for my next video, for another video, that it's got, there's a Reader's Digest Garden Planners book, I think, and it tends to have the watercolours in, the watercolour designs for, you know, garden designs, and they're really pretty. They're really pretty. So there's those. There's this one I love. I've got about, I do have a few copies of this. This is one, it is a whole one. And I found one ages ago in the charity shop, and then I've just ordered more because it's absolutely beautiful. So this goes back to 1979, but the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous, and it has like the 2-page spreads, you know, if I can find one like that. That's really lovely. And sometimes I use single pages, but sometimes you have to put 2 or 3 in at a time. I did in the treasures because they're just too gorgeous to split up. There's that one, wildflowers, hand-guided wildflowers of Britain and Northern Europe. So I've got a few of those. This is one that this is a copy that I got, not a copy. I picked one up in a charity shop years ago with a friend, and I hoarded it and hoarded it and hoarded it. And yeah, so this is called the Indoor House Plants in Colour by this name, Nicolaisen, and it's got, oh, so I have started to use this one. So the one that I've got, the whole one is on the go somewhere, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's filled with such lovely houseplant images, and I've just popped them in as pages, to be fair, but you can make little double-sided cards out of them. It's absolutely lovely. So this is one that I absolutely love, and I do have a couple of copies, but I thought this was one of my whole ones, but it's not. So then these ones I use. This is one that I've been using, and as you can see, I've just popped all sorts of random bits and pieces in here from doing the treasures collection. So I'm going to do another one. I'm actually popping another one together for a friend. Yeah, within the next few weeks or so. It needs to be done by the beginning of October. So I was going to say, if any of you would like one of these, I might do a couple more. I might do 1 or 2 more with, and as I do Catherine's as well. And the others were snapped up really quickly, the last batch I did. So if you would like one, let me know, and I will pop one together for you while I put that together. So anyway, these are beautiful books, and I featured them. I don't know if I did a flip through on YouTube. I know I did on Instagram when I first picked them up. Both of these I picked up in a charity shop, my original copies, and just kind of came across them, and then I've ordered more, eBay, Amazon, but they are absolutely, and you will recognise, filled with beautiful prints of beautiful old fabrics, and oh, see, I love old china, old fabrics, and what's the word, wallpapers. This gives ideas of what to do with them in your home, but it's an absolute visual delight. It's a visual delight to go through and have just on your bookshelf, or even on your coffee table, to be honest. It's almost a coffee table book, isn't it? So these are my the ones, my whole ones. Look at the little trims on the side. Almost got like a Daphne's Diary type feel to them. Absolutely gorgeous. So I have 2 or 3 copies of these, and I've used them, this in my latest scripture book, in this collection. Kath Kidston in print, an inspirational guide to using print in your home. And this actually feels like fabric. I think the first one I got didn't. It was slightly different, as is, yeah. So this is my to keep one, my to keep to adore, and I've had a couple. My last scripture journal, yeah, my second scripture journal that I used, I made. I used these, and then I've all the way through, and then some in this one as well, and in my treasures collection, just interspersed with, and I've also, I think, the back and front pages come from the Vintage Home. So that's another absolute treasure, an absolute treasure. So I also have a little garden, it's called, a little garden book, I can't remember, but I couldn't find it. If I do, if I find it, I will pop it together and let you know. Right, so I thought I'd do, just injuring myself. This is my seen and noted, and what I thought I would do is a little flip through of this, and yeah, I wanted to do it before I started decorating it. So this is mine, as I said, from the Treasures collection, the one that I kept, and so it's a hardback repurposed book, and it's got fabric. This isn't vintage, this is upholstery fabric on the inside of the spine. It's got and inside and outside, and it has what's the word now I want, yes, so this is from the Vintage Home. On the back and front I just didn't have enough so I kind of layered just a little bit on the back. This is a bit of graphic 45. So I thought what I would do, see, I made a little start of decorating these. This is from my, oh yes, I've got a book, a little box of Vogue postcards, Vogue covers postcards, and then so that's from there. But I just thought I would do a really quick flip of what this is like before I've added any more to it. So that's Kath Kidston, from Kath Kidston. That's from Kath Kidston. This is just like a vintage style paper from Amazon. These are bits from my not Daphne's Diary, my vintage ephemera box. Kay's vintage on Etsy. This was, I don't know, it might have been the cover for this one. Or it might have been the original one that I bought. But I loved it. I love it. They're just the dust jacket. Went to Specsavers, just this is a bag because I had some new glasses and I just liked the cover. Oh yes, I remember I'd been saving or hoarding these calendars, so I finally used them in this whole collection, sort of mine and the ones that have gone already. So this is real junk journal style, and so I love this. I love working in these when this is an Oxford Book of Flowers. That's an old favourite too, the Oxford books, illustrated books. So I will add a few extras to these. I've got quite a lot put by. Gorgeous words from my friend, so I've just popped that in. Second signature, so it's got 4 signatures and altogether 160 pages, 220 sides. So just layered. So what was that from? Can't remember what that was from. It's at Tim Holtz. No, I can't remember where that's from anyway. It's from my stash, which is from Postal Love. That's at Postal Love on Instagram. And she has an Etsy store as well. This little goodie is from my friend Regina. She sent me a goodie, some happy mail and an envelope she made. I popped that in. You see this little beauty here? This little series is from Hand Guide to Wildflowers. This was, I just got this recently in a charity shop, and it was a book about inspirational quotes from different women. Like a notebook. World Book of Flowers, is it mine? That's another favourite actually. I've got that. That was in a haul video very early on in my channel. This is the one from the garden that I have. It's all about garden planning. It's beautiful. It's quite an old one. Again, another one of my hoarded calendars. In fact, it features in my last scripture journal too, as does this book as well, I think. I love this book, and this is all about, this is a colouring page from a Marks and Spencer's book about cakes. Always pop colouring pages in, don't often. This is from a little wallpaper book my hubby gets, so it's a very posh range, and I can't remember now, but they just do these little books of wallpapers. They're all vintage designs, so I love using those. We do have a few of them, and I've put them in other books too, other journals that I've made. So they're in both of my other scripture journals as well. Growing Gardener. This is one of my favourite books that I've had. I haven't got another copy. The illustrations are beautiful. So this is from Regina from the Vintage Home. Love it. Love, just to say. Oh, these are from my Vintage Ephemera boxes from our atelier. This was from Happy Mail from my friend Laurie, Journal with Law on Instagram from quite a while ago, and I popped that in because I love it. I've used those in my personal journal. This was from, is it 1942? Yeah, the Australian Home Journal. And I popped that elements of that all through my this collection. And I thought, you know what, keep one for myself. Book on indoor house plants. This is a favourite too. I love. Now this was a gift from Regina, this little journal, and I popped it in as a part of this journal. So she's done the torn pages, it's distressed them, she's stenciled, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So I've popped, this is from, I've had this ages as well, I've used it over the years. This is from it might have been a notebook, not quite sure, but beautiful images. And that's the other side of Regina's lovely journal. She put it together for me, mini journal really. So I'm going to be adding to this embellishing. I'll probably go all the way through and embellish because I want to start using it tomorrow. Some special virtual sort of talks and things in my congregation, so I want to start using it for that. Again, that was from my Vogue postcard collection. Ordered quite a few bits, autumn bits for my daughter from Zara. They come in either boxed or the smaller orders come in beautiful, really lovely bags, and I just thought, do you know what, I like that, pop that in my journal. This was a flyer from a travel agents that I use quite regularly. Well, I use when I go to see my mum. Well, when they were in the Caribbean. Mum's over here now, so I put that aside and thought that would look nice. Card from a friend of mine. Yeah, card from a friend of mine. Pop that in. That's from the garden book. Just a postcard. That's from the houseplant book. And I love it. I love it. So yeah, love that. This centre is from the vintage home book, I think, and I'll just pop these there because I might do something with them, not sure yet. I probably will. Let's put them to one side. This is a Reader's Digest book. No, Shell. I've got it upstairs somewhere. It's Shell, as in the petrol company. It was a book on nature back in the 70s, and it's just filled with these beautiful images. Couldn't believe it. Haven't found another one of those. Absolutely gorgeous. But I've got some of those in my last journal as well. There you go, guys. So that is my undecorated journal, and I will come back in and I will do once I've decorated it all together, I will come in with another video and just do a little share. Well, I'll show you the last two I've done as well, my previous. Take care, guys. Hope that's been useful. Bye.